All right. Good morning. 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 Running a little late today. Andy Gill in the building. Good morning. Gabe Toss. What's good with you, sir? Denali Smith said, my main man, Fanan, back at it again. Salute. Yes, sir. I'm getting back in the groove, man. It's been a slow year for me, man. It's been so slow. But God is good, man. God is good every day. David Howard in the building. What's going on, man? Nuke the Duke. Hey, man, happy 45th birthday to Nuke the Duke. Can everybody please put some cake and ice cream in the chat? I don't know how to do emojis because I'm not over on YouTube. I'm looking at this from StreamYard. Yes, sir. Hey, Roach out here tripping with these interviews. Dude, let me tell you, man, I heard the fight's not happening, man. That's what Dude said. Lori, Lori, is Eddie Hearn? Eddie Hearn is saying that Tank's finna fight Jake Paul and not Lamont Roach. But I'm going to tell you right now, if it's true, I don't listen to Lamont Roach's interviews, but I'm telling you, man, I don't think it's the smartest thing in the world to be arguing with the dude is going to get you your bread, man. You know what I mean? Like I don't listen to Lamont Roach, bro, because nobody supported Lamont Roach but me in that fight, bro. Like seriously, I didn't know anybody else that was pushing Lamont Roach being a worthy competitor from Gervonta Davis other than me. What's good for nine? Roach really is out here tripping. That's not true. Roach lying. Wish you a happy birthday. Roach is lying about what? You got to tell me what Lamont Roach said. Somebody if you give me a link or shoot it to me, then I know what Lamont Roach said. But honestly, man, I know that Lamont Roach been talking crazy. And that's not a smart thing, man, because the guy just turn around and not give you the fight, man. And he'll go on and make some money fighting somebody else, man. Ain't nobody really tripping on Lamont Roach anyway. So, like, Lamont, you're really not in the position where you should be talking crazy, man. You should just kind of just shut your mouth, hope you get that fight, man, and then do what you got to do. Roach lying about Tank fighting Jake Paul. I didn't hear it from Roach. I heard it from Eddie Hearn, but they could be lying too. I mean, it ain't like they don't lie, you know. But at the same time, look, man, Eddie, if Lamont Roach is out there talking crazy, Lamont been out there drinking and partying. Oh, he out there drinking and partying. Oh, okay. Eddie out here talking about nothing. He don't know it. Jake's next fight is supposed to be Canelo after Bud. That's the word out there. Andy, man, I don't know, man. I don't know, Andy. I don't know, man. I don't think Jake Paul's gonna fight Canelo next. And guess what? If Jake Paul fights Canelo next, dude, he might as well fight Tank. Lamont Roach is not. I mean, Canelo Alvarez fighting Jake Paul. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. That should not happen. Tank is at least so small that it could be kind of interesting to see what's going on. But definitely happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday. Tank about to out here. Well, I hope the fight's on, bro. I hope the fight is on. But if the fight isn't on, look, I'm not throwing no fists because all this crap, all these dudes doing this crazy shit. But again, I did a video on it, so y'all will see if you watch the video. Everything helps at the top of them AMOG. Blessings to everybody. Yes, sir. I gotta do something, man. Blessings to everybody. Good morning, Fanan in the chat. Shouts out to all of y'all. My guy just chiming in. What's up, Ralph Chestnut? I got a good friend named Terrence Chestnut, man. Named Terry Chestnut. Terrence Chestnut, man. That's my guy down there in Alabama. Hey, Ralph Chestnut, you got family? You got any family in Alabama? Who do I have? Dietrich Cameron wants to know who I got this Saturday with Shakur. I got Shakur over Zepeda. I've got Shamaz over Berlanga. Because Shiraz is, Shiraz is like, I don't know. I think that's Turkey's boy toy or something. You know what I mean? I think Turkey got a crush on Hamad Shiraz. Shakur showed he really don't know. Oh, hold on. Let me tell you something, man. Shakur Stevenson said that, Shakur, I hope you listening to this, dog. Boxing in the 1960s, in the 1950s, and the 1940s were not the same as boxing now because the gloves were different. The gloves were different, and people were really trying not to hit people in the head as much. They were throwing a lot of body shots. So he kept his hands low. But let me tell you, Shakur, that man damn near won 100 straight fights, man. You are nothing compared to Sugar Ray Leonard, man. You're nothing compared to Sugar Ray Robinson, bro. Like, for real. Nothing compared to Sugar Ray Robinson, dog. Like, not even on the same, you're not in the same conversation as Sugar Ray Robinson, bro. You watch 5-second clips of the man. You watch 5-second clips of the man and go and talk about him like that, bro. Come on, man. The reason he had his hand low is because these dudes are trying to land body shots. You'll break your hand. So they hold their hands here. That's why, and you should learn your history, Shakur. That's why you see old school fighters fighting like this. They kept their hands out here because they weren't trying to get hit in the head. They were trying. That's why they say gloves are to protect the hands, because you can, with those gloves, if you hit in the head too much, you'll break your hands for sure. And guess what, Shakur? He never had broken hands. He never snoozed nobody out, bro. And he's got well over 100 fights, man. That shit is disrespectful as shit, bro. I made for 9. He may be irrelevant. Most chestnuts, they spell their name like maybe related. Yo, definitely they spell their name like that, chestnut. No, seriously. There's no comparison between between Shakur Stevenson and Sugar Ray Robinson, man. Come on, bro. You can't crack an egg, man. You my guy, but you can't crack an egg. Did you see him slump? And by the way, Jake LaMotta is one of the best Jake LaMotta could fucking fight. It's like he was hitting him. Dog, people get hit in boxing, Shakur. Salute. Hey, what up, Sunchild? What up, Sunchild? People get hit in boxing. You know what I mean? People get hit in boxing. Devin said Ray Leonard don't deserve the credit for Duran because Duran was a little dude. He be talking, huh? Why wouldn't he deserve a? He only moved up one weight class, 135 to 147, man. What do you mean? Roberto Duran was 135. Sugar Ray Leonard is 147. For hundreds of years, there was no 140-pound division, Shakur. You got to learn your history, Shakur. You got to learn your boxing history, bro. You got to do better with boxing history, man. You got to do better. You don't have 20 wins, bro. That man's got over 100 wins. You don't have 20. How are you going to say what you are when you talk about a man that's been in the Hall of Fame for over 70 years, man? You don't think people knew what boxing was back? Don't you know that your grandfather that learned how to box from people that learned how to box from Sugar Ray Leonard and Sugar Ray Robinson? Like, dog, you think that these dudes just gonna who the fuck is beating? I want to know who you think is beating Sugar Ray Robinson. Who do you think is gonna beat Sugar Ray Robinson? That man would fight 15 rounds. And you don't even fight 15 rounds. You don't even go 15 rounds. In order to fight him, you got to go another fight. You got to go another 3 rounds. You guys don't even fight as long as they fight. You got 12-round championship fights. You know what I'm saying? You got 12-round championship fights. They're fighting 15-rounders, bro. Some of those earlier ones were doing 20 rounds, 30 rounds. Are you kidding me? Dog, boxing is pussy compared to what it used to be, man. And don't nobody fight. You know why? The reason he doesn't know? Because he's not cookie cutter. Also, they're not cookie cutters. You don't know how to fight that man because you know how to fight people because they fight in the style that you know how they fight. We now keep our hands up like this. This is, bro, you don't even know what those guys are going to do. You got no clue how awkward 100, I want to see you beat 100 of them. I want to see you beat 100 of them. That's what I want to see. Before anybody talks shit about Sugar Ray Robinson, you better have 100 wins on your record. Okay? You better have 100 wins on your record. 100. And he was a better amateur than you all were. He was the best amateur. He was the best amateur in the United States when everybody else was really fighting. You guys got a talent pool. That's why there aren't any right. Yeah, anyway, you get it. He said he had over 100 fights before he literally lost one. Yeah, he had 100 fights and he lost one. No, Granddaddy Wally Moses probably cut Shakur out after he saw that interview, man. Like, get out, man. You can't talk shit unless you got 100 wins. And I mean that shit. You can't talk no crap unless you got 100 wins. Personally, I don't think 15 rounds of tweeting, that's funny. Whether it be boxing or basketball, these young cats have no knowledge of their predecessors. The fact that young kids disparage legends like Michael Jordan, Ali, Leonard Robinson is so disrespectful. Kamal, I hadn't seen it. Thank you. I'll get it. Sorry about that. Kamal is the 7th time the charm for Canelo Alvaroid, Eddie Cartel Reynoso, and the rest of the Juice crew send ATF, DEA, FBI, and DHS to that gym, Trump. That's a drug operation. See you the I say UC. Yes, I did. That shit's dope. Yes. I did see that. I did that video today too. Just so you know, come on. I did a video on that. I cut that interview off after that shit because I was like, man, if he start talking about Ali or Hearns or somebody else I was trying to hear, hey, look, let me tell you something. I ain't trying to hear that shit. I'm telling you, Tommy Hearns would fuck up Floyd Mayweather Jr. I am so convinced that Tommy Hearns would fuck up Terrence Crawford. Fuck him up. And bro, Tommy didn't hold his hands like this either. Hold on. Sugar Ray Leonard didn't hold his hands like this. Sugar Ray Leonard held his hands here. You know what I'm saying? And Sugar Ray Robinson trying to knock you out. If he didn't want to get hit, he didn't have to get hit. Tommy is one man I think would fuck. Man, let me tell you, Tommy Hearns would fuck up Floyd Mayweather. Ain't nobody gonna tell me Tommy Hearns ain't gonna fuck up Floyd Mayweather. No way. If he could, no way. I don't see it. I don't believe it. I will never believe that he could beat Tommy Hearns. I don't believe Floyd Mayweather could beat Sugar Ray Leonard. I definitely don't think Terrence Crawford's beating Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard gonna whoop that boy's ass. But okay, the best fighter in the reason that there is actually it's the two guys, Henry Armstrong and none of these guys was beating Floyd in man, he's fucking him up. Virgil Wembley. I'm telling you, Tommy Hearns is going to fuck up Floyd Mayweather Jr. Fuck him up. Not just win the fight. Fuck him up. He's gonna fuck him up. Okay? That's what I'm telling you. Tommy the Hitman Hearns would absolutely knock Floyd Mayweather Jr. out. There's no way he's going 12 rounds with that man. No way. Floyd and Sugar Ray Leonard, maybe Sugar Ray Leonard, if he's really good, maybe Sugar Ray Leonard, but I don't think so. Hell no, Floyd ain't beating Tommy Hearns, man. Tommy is going to knock him out, man. I wouldn't take that fight Floyd wouldn't even take the fight. Let's be real. Floyd wouldn't take that fight. Floyd would be like, nah, no, thank you. Aaron Pryor, he may have been able to do something with Aaron Pryor, bro. Now, Aaron Pryor, I think Floyd might have been able to do something with Aaron Pryor. But I don't think he's doing nothing with Tommy Hearns, bro. Tommy Hearns is going to hurt that man. Tommy Hearns is going to hurt that man. And when I'm saying hurt that man, I mean he's going to hurt that man. And Tommy and Floyd don't hit hard enough to knock out Tommy. Floyd does not have the strength or the explosiveness that Sugar Ray or the size that Sugar Ray Leonard had. The only reason Sugar Ray Leonard was able to pull that second fight out is because he can hit. You know? Virgil Wembley, don't put your money on that Floyd against my guy, not against Tommy. Who do I got, Floyd or Purnell? I got Floyd over Purnell. But that's an ugly ass fight, bro. But because I don't know, man. I think I might take Floyd over Sweet Pea in a fight. I might take Floyd over Sweet Pea. I might. I don't know. I just don't know how that fight turns out. Floyd ain't never fought nobody anything like a Sweet Pea. So I really can't even judge it. You know what I mean? I don't know if Floyd is. I don't know if Sweet Pea has ever really fought anybody. Like, yeah, I don't think he's ever. That's just ugly. I think that Sweet Pea's the more talented fighter, but I don't know, man. Just my thoughts, Fanon. I don't think Floyd would beat Julian Jackson. Just my thought. Julian Jackson's too big because Julian Jackson's a 154 pounder. Floyd, I could say Floyd and I can talk about Floyd and Tommy because they were both 147 pounders, you know. But Floyd is obviously was at 147 at the end of his career, and Tommy Hearns was at 147 during the beginning of his career. So they're really, really not the same size guy, you know. Floyd versus Haney is an embarrassment. Floyd is going to stop. He'll stop Devin Haney. Floyd would walk down Devin Haney and stop him. It's no, I don't even think that's a, you know what I mean? Like that's not even up for question. You know what I mean? That's not even up for question whether or not that's going to pop off. You know? At 147, who at 147? Talk about Whitaker when I say him. Talking about Whitaker. Oh, okay. They said Floyd put hands on Sweet Pea during sparring session. They tried to ask Floyd about it. His response, he was trying not to smile about it. But yeah, who cares? Floyd sparred him. Floyd got the better of sparring and against Pernell Whitaker. Good. I don't like all that sparring story talk. I think it's overblown. You have to beat Pernell Whitaker in a real fight. You know what I'm saying? Sweet Pea already beat his uncle. Sweet Pea probably high in that session. Yeah. All things in the building. Thank you, bro. Okay, Shoo Bang. That's cool. Got you, man. Got you. Where's Big Dog Willie? I had to get on the show today because of Big Dog Willie. Had to be out here. Sparring don't count. Hell no. Sparring ain't a boxing match. It's not. You know, Oh, okay. You arguing with somebody else, Shoo Bang. Okay, cool. All right, let me put a link in the chat in case anybody want to chop it up. But man, let me tell you something. I support Gervonta Davis fighting Jake Paul. Pernell barely won. Anyway, hey, Fanon, did you see Brian Norman Jr. talking shit about Tank in an interview? I don't listen to Brian Norman, bro. He probably said some shit about how he beat him up, how he stopped him, and all of that. This is meant to happen. Lamont versus SS and Tank versus Schofield. And Shakur Stevenson, what? Lamont versus Shakur and Tank and Schofield. Then Lamont and Devin versus the winner of Tank and Rowley. Tank versus, what are you, go away. Like, that shit was a headache to read, bro. I'm sorry, man. Your terrible grammar, you giving me a headache with that shit, man. Okay, write a short sentence, please. Thoughts on Big Baby exposing AJ and Hearns? Look, man, my thoughts on him saying that Eddie Hearn has his finger up AJ's ass. I believe he does have his finger up AJ's ass. I believe that. No, I do not. I don't. Nope. Yeah, I think that shit is hilarious. He doesn't want to fight Big Baby. He doesn't want to fight Deontay. We know that AJ's been a paper tiger the entire time, man. That's my thoughts on that. AJ's been a paper tiger the entire time. I like Anthony Joshua a lot as a person. I think he seems like he's a really good guy, a nice guy, a loyal guy. You know, he's been loyal to Eddie Hearn, and those guys obviously have a good relationship between each other. But no, I don't think but his career is so guided, you know? His career is so guided that you're not going to see him fight guys like Jarrell Big Baby Miller. And you're not going to see him fight Deontay Wilder. Honestly, the saddest thing about the career of about AJ is going to be the fact that he never fought Deontay Wilder. And AJ, in my opinion, I hope you listening. I don't think you're ever going to overcome that in your career. You'll never be able to overcome the fact that you didn't fight that man. That you didn't give him that opportunity to be an undisputed champion while you got multiple chances at it. You know he deserved it, but you had he had finger, fist, something up your ass so you wouldn't get that man the credit that he deserved, man. And I think that it is absolutely shameful that AJ doesn't step out there and fight Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder can take 2 more tune-up fights, boom, get a little sharper. Let him know, Fanon. Big respect. Thank you, Victor. Yeah, these people are crazy, bro. Like, first of all, your generation can't even fight. So I want to know what you niggas is talking about. Like, y'all can't fight. Like, for real. Unless this generation of dudes, unless somebody trains you to know how to fight, you don't know how to fight. So how am I going to believe you guys are better fighters when I don't even believe you know how to fight yourself? Look at Devin Haney in that parking lot situation. That nigga don't know how to fight. He know how to box, bro. Talking about Tank be sparring bums. This nigga. All right, I got it. You send it to my IGN again? All right, I'll play it now. Good for him.
People know this, and one day, I believe it was something like that. Post-sparring partners one day. I'm not kind of bummed right now. Like, I heard one thing with Gervonta Davis, bro. 4 people know this, and one day, I believe it was something like that. Post-sparring partners one day. What if they was trash? We never speak on that, but what if they was trash? It don't matter. I can break anybody knows. I'm trying to stay undefeated. How big was that shot? Another uppercut. I broke ribs by the ribs in national tournaments. Nothing to hold against Gervonta Davis. I'm just saying, what if there was just bums? If you're sparring bums, of course you're gonna just kill them and stuff like that. Well, he worked out down there. He trained down there in Atlanta. Have you ever had a chance to spar him? I sparred him when I was 16 years old. He never came back to spar me again.
Brian Norman. Kid, will you shut the fuck up, man? God, dog, these kids, man. What the fuck? Dude, what if he was sparring bums? We don't ever talk about what if he's sparring bums. He broke 4 sparring partners' noses. What if he was sparring bums? Brian Norman, you just hating, bro. You caught some of that Devin Haney, dog. I'm just telling you, bro, you caught some Devin Haney. You've been listening to Devin, and Devin's tendencies are rubbing off on you, dog. He broke 4 sparring partners' nose. Tank is very, very capable of breaking 4 sparring partners' noses. Absolutely. What are you talking about? I sparred him when I was 16 years old. He never came back to spar me. Why would he go back to spar you, Brian? Why would he be looking for you to spar him, bro? You're a fucking welterweight. You're a welterweight, man. You're a welterweight. You sparred him when he's 16. What is that, 6 years ago? So he's 22. He sparred with a 16-year-old. You got off a little bit, and you think the reason he didn't come back is because he was scared of you or something? Bro, stop building. Hey, dude, say that shit to yourself in the bathroom, man. Say that shit in the bathroom, bro. Look in the mirror and say that shit to yourself. Don't get in an interview saying that shit. What kind of garbage is that? What if they were all bums? Were they bums, Brian? Were they bums? Do you know that they're bums? No, you don't know that they're bums. That's why you said, what if they're bums? Nobody talks about what if they were bums. Were they bums, Brian Norman? He didn't say they were bums. He didn't say they were bums. He didn't say, and why would you think that Gervonta Davis doesn't spar anybody? You saw him beat the shit out of fucking, he sparred Shakur. He sparred Shakur. He sparred Devin. He sparred you. He sparred T.O. He sparred, he's probably sparred Rolly. He fought Rolly. He probably sparred Rolly too. What do you mean, bro? He said, different story from what his dad said, because his dad said they sparred again a few years later. Man, look, he sparred Keyshawn. He sparred all these guys. Brian, so how in the world can he be a bum? When he's sparring guys that are world champions. And how about the fact that he's beating up world champions, man? Like he literally, look, Kamal says, rumor is Boots pieced up Brian Norman in sparring. I mean, look, of course, Brian Norman is much younger. But Brian, dog, you're catching a case of Devin Haney, dog. Don't catch a case of Devin Haney, dog. Please don't be a case of Devin Haney. Please do not be a case of Devin Haney 2.0, bro. Don't be just as fucking obnoxious as the guy that you're about to fight. Okay, let him be obnoxious. You don't have to be obnoxious, man. You can tone down all that fucking obnoxiousness because it sounds like you're just jealous of the man. That's what it sounded like. Nobody talks about what if they were bums. Are they bums? Well, I'm not saying that they're bums. I don't know if they're bums, but what if they are bums? No, I'm not going to do what ifs, man. No, I'm not going to do what ifs. So what if everybody you fought were bums? Maybe he didn't come back to spar you because he thought you were garbage. Maybe he said, I don't like this kid. He's going to, I'm trying to spar. I'm trying to get some work in, and this kid's trying to kill me. Nigga, get the fuck on. I don't want to spar with you because you and your dad are doing too much. Who knows why Gervonta might not want to spar you again? Or maybe he did more. Maybe he wanted to spar somebody his own size, right? Who knows, man? Doesn't sound like people are jealous. More people. Nah, bro, that shit sounds like jealousy, dog. I know jealousy when I hear jealousy, bro. That's jealousy. Because he said nobody talk about what if they were bums. That's jealousy. Pull out bandit. That's jealousy. Nobody talks about what if they are bums. You have to be looking at this dude and just looking for a reason that doesn't mean anything. He doesn't know that they were bums or not bums. See what I'm saying? If the framing of the word, the way he phrases it tells me he's jealous because there's no reason to say it. He doesn't know anything about the sparring partners. So why would he proposition that they could have been bums? He sparred you. You're not a bum. He sparred Shakur. Shakur's not a bum. He sparred Devin. Devin's not a bum. There's all kind of records out there on Gervonta Davis sparring people that aren't bums. So why would he project and say he thinks that it could be bums? No, man. Brian Norman is, and guess what, Brian? It's normal to be envious of somebody who is where you want to be. You are a world champion right now, but you're not where Tank is. And you have not been near Tank. You're still not near Tank. You're aspiring to be where Tank is. So you're dragging him down by making people wonder whether or not these four guys whose jaws he broke were bums or not. Because you just want to disrespect the story. That's jealousy. You know Tank can fight. You know Tank's like that. Why y'all acting like you don't know? So you can keep your confidence up or something? He's not even in your weight class. You're never going to interact with Tank. You're never going to fight Tank. You're at 147 and you look lean as hell at 147. So you're about to go up to 154. You're not even fighting in the same division as the man. Why are you saying shit about him like that? It sounds like people are fucking hella jealous. Pull out bandit. Hella jealous. The new fighters are silly as hell, Noop. And Tank did nothing but big up Brian Norman Jr. after his last win. I don't get these dudes. Exactly. He fucking said he complimented Brian Norman Jr. Complimented him. He said, man, he said, whoa, or some shit like that. When he slumped the guy, he was happy for him. And then what do? You didn't shit on him. That's why I don't fuck with Lamont Roach, bro. I'm telling you, that's the main reason I don't fuck with Lamont Roach, bro. Because I'm telling you, I know Lamont Roach knows who the fuck I am, bro. You know you saw the videos. Only people you talk to are people that hate you. only people you talk to are the people that didn't have no goddamn time for you. But did you ever big up the people that were bigging you up? Never. I never heard it. I never got a sense of it. So nah, man, I don't fuck with Lamont Roach, man. And if Lamont Roach don't get this fight, then Lamont Roach don't get the fight. I ain't crying. I'm not crying over people that are disrespectful to people for no fucking reason, bro. You guys are just acting like little dickheads, man. And you all are a bunch of little dickheads too. And I mean that shit. Bunch of little ass niggas. Ain't none of them over 5'7" with attitudes like they kings of the world, bro. Man, Brian, you need to get Tank's fan base is what you need to do, Brian. You need to get Tank's fan base is what you need to get, Brian. You need his fan base, Brian. He has the fan base. You don't. Don't be a Devin. Because if you isolate yourself from Gervonta Davis's fan base, you're never going to have that fan base that want to buy your pay-per-views. And guess what? There's nobody out there that's going to do it, man. You can't go around being like Devin, disrespecting black folk all the time, man. Your dad handled shit real well with Bill. Handled that shit real well with Bill. Yeah, he bigged up Brian Norman big time. I remember he did it. He gave you a big pub, man, and you do that shit to him? That's why I'm telling you, these niggas is whack, bro. Tank fans are more inclined to Brian's style than Devin's. He's making a blunder here. Yeah, it's an exciting fighter. Dude, you want Tank's fan base, man. You never going to fight him. You're never going to fight him. So there's no reason for you to be a dickhead to the man, bro. Like, I don't get you kids, man. I don't get you kids. That dude did you well. I did a video about it. About how Tank talked well of you and how this dude could probably be the next Errol Spence. Bro, but you don't have the personality of Errol Spence, dog, the way you're acting. Errol's the coolest dude, leave me alone type dude. And he has a great fan base. You're in Atlanta. You could have a great fan base in Atlanta, bro, but you're not going to have a great fan base in Atlanta, dog, if what you're doing is acting like a dickhead all the time to people, because people look at that shit. You're just being an asshole. It's not cute. People are sick to fucking death of Bill Haney, man. Oh, my God, and that bug-eyed nigga. Oh, my God, that is the worst motherfucker on the planet. This dude don't know how... Errol's daddy ain't no fool. Exactly, man. He acts like he got sense, man. Brian Norman, you're in the position to take Errol Spence's spot if you act right, man. What's up, Big Ray? You know what I mean? You're in the position to get it. No, it's not this new generation because there's a lot of little kids that don't act like this. Not everybody's acting like this, you know? But you know you got to be the new dickhead. Like Bill Haney and Bill Haney's program. Everybody want to act like Bill Haney. Everybody want to act. Fuck out of here, man. Exactly. I'm from, hey, Walsey said something, said I'm from Atlanta. Thumbs up to Brian Norman, man. He could have a huge fan base in Atlanta, bro. He could have a huge fan base in Atlanta. He really could, man. He could have a huge fan base. He might even have been able to get, because Top Rank and PBC are working, you might even be able to get on Gervonta's undercard, man. You can get on his undercard, right? Because Top Rank said they would work with the PBC. You see PBC and Top Rank having stuff on the rehab season. You don't want to be on Tank's undercard, Brian? You don't want to get that, shine? I think you want to get some of that shine off that man. I don't think you want to always battle the guy. You want to be one of the 15 obnoxious motherfuckers that are always talking bad about the guy? Yeah, exactly. How Bozy and Boots act. They got decorum. That's how you're supposed to act. Boots is in the same weight class, 147. You never saw that dude say anything sideways about Gervonta. And And Gervonta has a legit chance to be a star. He just got to get on. He just got to get up off that goddamn DAZN shit. Still want to see Brian in ATL. He's not a DV level yet. Nah, he's not on the diva level. Fanon, I have learned these young men have a distorted view of things. What we consider BS or fraud, they stand on it. Yeah, they're gonna stand on it, and that's why Devin is begging a sweetie pie Arab to get his ass whooped by Brian Norman. I'm telling you, Brian Norman, your behavior is going to lead you to the same spot Devin is in, which is about to get his ass whooped by you. Okay, you keep being a little dickhead, keep being a dickhead, keep talking like a dickhead, and before you know it, your ass is going to be right where Devin Haney is, fighting somebody that you don't want to fight because you know you can't win. Okay. Don't start off the Devin Haney path. Please, Brian Norman, do not be like that. Don't insult fighters that you don't even have anything to do with. You can say, man, yeah, him knocking out Ford, yeah, man, he could have. That's what I meant. Hell yeah, taking crack. Hell yeah. And if you hit the dude in the right way, you hit him in the right name, you can break their nose. like, yeah, what? Dude, Rigondeaux can break your jaw. Like I don't even get that because Guillermo Rigondeaux will break your jaw in a real fight. He was expert at breaking your jaw, man. So yeah, Tank can probably break your nose, especially boxing. He gets on the inside. He's got them short ass arms. Bop, fuck your shit up. ATL messes with, hell yeah, Rigondeaux broke faces. Hell yeah. That ain't no joke. You know what I mean? Oh, FA with a $20 holler, brother. Thank you so much. Said supporting the hustle. Love the channel. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, man. Brian Norman, though, you got to stop being a dick, bro. Stop being a dick, bro. Every time I listen to Brian Norman, I've listened to an interview. Every time you guys start talking bad about other fighters, bro, it turns me off, bro. Yeah, them short ass arms. He does got a little short ass arm. Pop, pop, pop. Fuck you up with them little things. I hated fighting little dudes, man. I couldn't stand that shit. That is, I'd rather fight somebody slightly bigger than fighting somebody smaller. I don't like the feel of that shit. I never like the feel of that. Little ass dude right there. You can drop some bombs on him, but if he gets too close, he got them little ass arms. You know what I'm saying? Good morning. Hey, what's up, Gervonta? Your man, that's how you feeling, brother? Hope you doing well, man. Hope guys, I know guys good. Hope you're doing well today. I'm damn near 40, so I stay arguing with the young. I'm damn near 40, so I stay arguing with the young homies. Look, man, you just gotta teach them. Each one, reach one, teach one. Exactly. It's cool when it's genuine beef, but these dudes literally just talking and hating. Exactly. Martin, Fanon, can you explain the difference between hating and giving critiques and criticism? Yeah. Hating is where you have an intention to present that person in a bad light. You're hating if you're intending to do that. So you can literally a criticism, though, is a critique. A critique should look at the good and the bad. That's a critique. Criticism is just one. Criticism is a single statement. Like you're going to criticize them about one thing, right? So hating, though, is when you're doing shit like Brian Norman Jr. did. That's hating because he didn't have any facts in there. What he said was, what if they were all bums? Ryan, do you know that they're bums? No, but I'm just asking, what if they were bums? If they were bums, that doesn't mean anything. That's hating because you don't know whether or not they were bums or not. And in fact, you know pretty damn well that he fights top level sparring partners since you sparred him yourself. So did Shakur. So did Devin. So did Keyshawn. They've all sparred Tank. So why in the world would you think Tank is just out there sparring bums? There's no logic. That logic doesn't stand up. He's just hating. A critique is the good and the bad. You to critique something is not pure criticism. If I critique Tommy Hearns, I would say Tommy Hearns is his strength is his incredible punching power. His weakness is that that his chin, when touched, has been wobbly. Right? So that's a critique. I give you the good side of it. I give you the bad. I give you the totality of what I think. So Brian Norman was not critiquing him. He was hating him. He was hating on him. And he wasn't criticizing him because there was no criticism in it at all. It's funny how certain channels love content that is geared towards Tank hate. But once an interview is done to criticize Shakur or Devin, they cry like hoes defending him. That's because they are all male lovers. That's what's going on with them. Those guys are in a cabal. They're in a cabal where they all agree what their opinion is going to be. And you get along in that cabal by having the same opinion as everybody. Most of these guys are dumb as fuck. Let me tell you. First of all, they're just not very bright people. Okay? I have to explain to them things that normal people would understand, pretty fast. As in, stop making shit up every day. You know what I mean? But for some reason, certain people had to make shit up every day. And made the internet where everybody had to make shit up every day. So now there's a cottage energy of people making shit up every day. It's pitiful. It's pitiful. It is. However, I do know that they better announce this fight pretty soon because it is now June. Oh, actually, man, I need some help with the hate because I don't have my ring. I left my ring out. I don't have my ring on. Birds of a feather hating knuckleheads. Exactly. But no, they're paid, Mark. They're paid. Do I have to do this again? Those guys, Curly J is getting announced. That's what's up. For T-Mobile Arena, all right, that's what's up, Curly J. Man, I want to go to a Tank fight, man. The tickets are too expensive. Fanon, what I can't understand is why do they think Turkey is the savior of boxing and boxing was dying before Turkey and he brought it back to life? Because they're paying him to say it. Because he's paying them to say it. The same reason that ring card boy was walking around with his shirt off. Because they paid him to do it. Blue Blood is paid to say this shit. I'm telling you, they're paid for this. They're paid for this shit. They are propagandists. That's what they are. They are propagandists. Blue Blood Sports TV is not a real person. He is a propaganda machine. That's all he is. I don't care what these the majority of the LDBC that I know you guys are talking about are all bought and paid for. All right? Bought and paid for. Been bought and paid for. Been talking. Been doing this shit. And they're not going to go anywhere because they can't go anywhere. After you sell yourself to somebody like that, where else can you go? Like Bug Eye. Bug Eyes doesn't even know he already ruined himself. Like Bug Eyes, you don't realize that you've already ruined yourself. You're just waiting for the shit to fall down. Like you guys are dumb, man. Like certain things, man, you have to you need integrity for a reason, man. Integrity is important. Your integrity is critical. It's important that you keep your integrity. You all are not keeping your integrity because you're lying and lying and lying and lying and lying. I know since I'm talking about Blue Blood's lying ass, he's going to come out with some video about truth. That motherfucker putting truth on a goddamn title of a video. Are you kidding me? Every time he says truth, nigga, you don't know the truth if it slapped you in the mouth. What do you mean? You wouldn't know the truth if it bit you in the ass. Exactly. Integrity and accountability, man. You need that. You need it. It's important. But like I said, man, Bug Eye's already ruined himself. He sold his fucking soul, and dog, that shit ain't worth it, man. Because you ain't got no real dough, bro. You ain't got no rule. Trying to compete with me on money. Are you kidding me? You will never, ever catch me. Never, nigga. Never. Like, you will never catch me, bro. You dudes have no integrity, man. You'll never get promotions in your job. You have no integrity, bro. You have no integrity, dog. You have no integrity, man. No integrity, you coon. No integrity. You lie, and you lie some more. You flip this way, flip that way, say whatever it is. You just a fraud, bro. Y'all frauds. You niggas, even you niggas trying to act like you street niggas. You're not even from the streets. You ain't in the streets. Why are you talking about the streets? You ain't no street dude. You ain't who you think you are, man. You not clipping nobody. You not clipping nobody. You know what I'm saying? We get it, bro. Fuck out, nigga. Who is we? Leak. Fuck out of here, nigga. I don't know who you are. Talking about we get it. No, we don't get it. Obviously, we don't get it, because if we got it, I wouldn't be talking about it. If you weren't such lion sacks of shit 24 hours a fucking day, I wouldn't be talking about it. Okay? So obviously you don't get it. All right, we get it. Move on. Nigga, let me tell you something. Y'all ain't no street dudes. But Fanon, Bill is 50-0 in the streets, nigga, playing patty cake or something. What's he doing in the streets? What you call it, hopscotch or some shit? He's the hopscotch champion of of Henderson, Nevada. Yeah, he's in the streets. Whatever, nigga. like whatever, bro. You're 50-0 in them. You ain't doing shit in the streets, bro. If Bill was 50-0 in the streets, bro. Bro, I gotta let you go. Sorry about that. Can't do it, bro. I don't believe you. Okay? Oh, close up is king. Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate it. For now, we love you, man. Love from London. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, man. No joke, bro. You guys have no integrity. And you've already ruined yourself. When you try to move on to your next thing, what's going to be left, nigga? A bunch of your lies all over the fucking place. Oh, yeah, that nigga used to lie real bad, bro. Fanon, you have too much integrity to address things like, get the fuck out of here, nigga. What are you talking about, Chef Josh? I have too much integrity? Oh, maybe it's the wrong one. All right, you got it. Cool. What a big boy.
It was good with it.
Man, you know, just hating on Bug Eyes and Blue Blood. That's it.
Hey, that's the way to do it. It's the way to do it. Man, I got to say, man, I think Shakur out there doing them whippets again, man.
What's a what? What's a whippet?
I know a dog gave a whippet. I think what was that? Air dusters, what they said it was? Huffing air dusters. That if I remember correctly, I think who was it?
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I need a new policy for the wrenches. If anybody that's not recognized jumps on and gives me some type of soapbox advice, will you please block them immediately? I mean, I don't even want to see the comment. This is clearly a bunch of bots. So the next time somebody tries to act nice to me, like Ronnie Warren did, and say, you have too much integrity to address. No, you're trying to get me to change the subject. Showbiz the adult buys his views. He's a complete fucking phony. Blue Blood Sports TV is a fucking liar and a goddamn con man. Those are my opinions. They're both con men. And there's nothing real about it. Okay? So you guys coming over here to tell me that I have more integrity to say, dude, you obviously don't even know what integrity is. Okay? Integrity is you're being trustworthy. Trustworthy. Integrity means that you're living to the highest standards. It would be I would not have integrity if I didn't tell you that these guys are fake. Okay? I have enough integrity to tell the truth. They're fake. They're fake. They're not real. I told you that before, a long time ago. And what happened? They kept lying, kept lying, kept lying, kept making shit up, kept making shit up, kept making shit up. The other dude got so bad, he literally got bought up by DAZN, lying to people that he had 6,000 concurrent people in his live stream for a Jai Opatai fight, bro. Okay? So you guys are just liars, okay? I'm not going to feel bad that I've got a reasonably large amount of people watching me just because you guys want to lie and act like you have more when we know what you're doing. You had people that got behind you. This is my opinion. All of this is my opinion. You got a big company behind you, and that big company wanted you to front like you were your own independent channel, that you are an independent, honest purveyor of the truth. But what you really are is a fucking bot from a company that you sit in front of. You're a shill. You're a shell. You're not running anything. You're not making any decisions. Showbiz the Adult did not make up the no run rule. That was probably some cornball shit that literally came from Turkey Al-Sheikh. But because they work together, he was the one to suggest it. So Turkey suggests his request. So why? So he can see how powerful he is in the sport of boxing. It's nothing but a con job to try to manufacture an idea that you guys are popular. People don't fucking like you guys, okay? Get the fuck out of my face. They don't like you. They know you're lying. Your views are a bunch of other bots that are getting paid to. It's like you pay for the whole conversation. Like literally, bro, I've gone to live streams where I'm like, I don't know anybody in this fucking live stream. Nobody. Where is all this? And the conversations have nothing to do with what's being said. So get the fuck out of here, man. I have enough integrity to say, no, you don't have to worry about what these guys are telling you because they're lying to you. You don't have to go and argue, and they're never going to tell the truth because they're paid to lie. They're paid to say what the promoter wants them to say. And you know this is true. It's true in evidence. You see it played out. You saw it played out with Gary Russell Jr. You saw it now. Who are they going to do it again? It started with Brian Norman Jr. Again. Brian Devin, Bill, I'm going to fuck you up, nigga. I'm going to fuck you up. Try to get out of fight. Nigga trying to play super street, nigga, to get his son out of an ass whooping. But trust, I'm happy that he's about to get his ass whooped. And because I call him up, a bandwagon anyway. Dog, let me tell you something, bro. That dude is bought. This is all my opinion. All of this is my opinion from my observations and my personal conversations I've had with people that told me they were getting paid, but didn't want to pay me. And I'm like, no, they wanted to pay me. They wanted, I'll give you a couple thousand. Like, nigga, what? No, why would I ever sell my integrity for a couple $1,000s? No, thank you. But guess what? They raised the prices. You better believe these people ain't getting the same amount of money no more because Turkey Al-Sheikh is dumping a bunch of money into this shit. And it's very obvious. He dumped a bunch of money into Ring. He's dumping a bunch of fucking money into UK buy. He's dumping all kind of money into media. Into media. And you think he's not dumping money into YouTube conversations that go on for 3, 4, 5 hours a day? Of course they're in here trying to get their word in, trying to talk to me. Nah, man, but I'm going to have enough integrity to tell you what I've gone through. These people have tried to ruin my life multiple times. And I mean, literally tried to ruin my life with things unconnected to this. Literally. So I'm not trying to hear this bullshit. I know you're a corporation. I know what the corporation is. You all can't fuck with me because the truth of the matter is we own you. So once you found out that we own you, then you had to pull your fucking drawers back, nigga. I know what the fuck you doing. Okay? And that's why I can still stand here and ain't nobody ever going to do nothing to me for saying any fucking thing that I want to say. And you niggas tried to bully me. What was that shit Ray Davis used to come on here and do? Nigga, I'm going to fuck you. Oh, I'll fuck you up, bitch, nigga. You're not fucking me up, bro. You're a bunch of petty fucking thugs that are on the payroll of Turkey Al-Sheikh and or whoever the fuck else. And we don't have to worry about their criticisms, their critiques, or anything else because they have no honesty. They have no integrity. If they tell you the truth, and I'm telling you, if they tell you the truth, don't trust them. I mean it. If they say the sun is in the sky, go your ass outside and make sure that sun is in that sky and they can stick that shit in their pocket. If they tell you the truth, I'm telling you, if they tell you the truth, it's to set up a lie. If they give you the truth, it's to set up a lie.
Man.
If they give you the truth, it's to support a lie. That's what they are. That's what they do. And you know that's what you all do. So don't come back around here trying to act polite to me, thinking it's anything, but it's me telling you the truth.
Shoot, I caught one of them the other day on Twitter. He was like, "Hey, people don't like my opinion and disagree, so they're gonna call me casual." And I was like, "Yeah, you is casual though, because this particular individual, I don't be wanting to say no names, but he the one who was talking about Muhammad Ali might be boring today. You know him. He does.
You talking about? Yeah, that shit is crazy,
right.
Man. That's crazy.
But do you see what he did though? Here's what he did. He said these are the top 5 most accurate jabbers in boxing, right? So he had Terrence Crawford on there. He had Dimitri Bivol, Canelo Alvarez, Naoya Inoue, and the number 1, Jesse Rodriguez. You know what he did? He done left the PBC fighters and Anthony Joshua off the list because David Benavidez and Deontay Wilder are ranked number 2 and 3 for most accurate jabbers, right behind Jesse Rodriguez. And then after that is Bivol. And then, do you know what? He added Bud into the list when Bud ain't even in the top 10 and wanted to say this is the top 5 based on what CompuBox has. So I went up to CompuBox to look it up. I'm like, yeah.
Cigar Talk. Troy
Yep.
He's talking about Cigar Talk.
Yep.
Najee from Cigar Talk. That's what he's talking about.
So I'm like, bro, how you gonna quote CompuBox as your source? And then CompuBox on their webpage got the 10 most accurate jabbers. Are you gonna leave 3 of them off and then add an extra one that ain't even in the top 10 to begin with and say he's number 5?
You know what that's called. You know what that's called.
Fugazi.
Plagiarism. It's called plagiarism. It's called plagiarism. Is what the fuck that's called. Plagiarism. You shouldn't be able to say, you don't have to look at CompuBox to tell you what the most accurate jab is. Because CompuBox is a bunch of people pressing buttons.
Yeah.
The reason you know
and it's the estimate
who has the most accurate jab by watching them. You know what I'm saying? Watching them with their jabs. But anyway, everyone, I don't know, man. Everybody want to be fans.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But I'll be seeing things like that, and it's like, man, how these people out here basically lying, but at the same time not being good enough to try to cover it up. I mean, if you're gonna quote something or you use that as your source, and then you can go back and look at it, and it don't match up with what you're saying, it's like, okay, what was you reading? You know what I mean? So I'm just like, man, hey, these people out here on some funny business. They really out here on some funny business.
And I'm telling you, bro, I suspect any nigga. I mean it. I ain't nothing against Najee. This ain't nothing against Sean Patel. Nothing against any of y'all. Nothing against YSM Sports Media. None of y'all. Only thing I'm saying is YSM Sports Media is usually in Philly. So that is easy to do. If you're constantly interviewing people all over the country, then somebody's paying your ticket to get there. Okay? Somebody's paying for you to do that. As soon as I saw the Boxing Voice in a studio, I knew that they were sold out because there's no way you can afford that based off your revenue you're generating from your channel. You can't afford that. So my question is, how do you afford the plane tickets? Who is organizing these interviews that you get? What are you giving them in exchange for you being in this position? Because they're not just going to willy-nilly let you have that much access. They're not going to do it. So whenever I see anybody that already has basically a set outfit, and I mean, I'm using the word outfit on purpose. I think you're operating from an outfit where there's more than one person and there's a collective unit that is covering some of your costs. Okay? Which means more than likely you're one of them niggas. Okay? And what I mean one of them niggas is I mean niggas that will sell their soul for a big enough check. I'm sorry. That's how I see it. And I will continue to see it that way because it's never failed me. Every single solitary time I became a fan of a boxing channel, and I thought that these guys were organic, sooner or later you find out that they're not organic at all, and that they are backed by and owned by companies usually outside of the United States that are wanting to have a legitimate sounding black voice behind their message, which is why you see people not even dressing up. They don't dress up. They got hats turned to the side. They're like, what's up, people? What's up, yo? Come on, man. They know they're trying to market to black people, but they're not trying to give us what we want. Okay? So, yeah, we know who you're going to rate in your thing because you're trying to put yourself up there as a boxing expert. Okay? But look, man, everybody wants to be a fucking boxing expert, man. What the fuck is going on, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, this should be somebody I'd rather have Jamel Herring do that shit. Like, Jamel Herring knows boxing. You know what I mean? Jamel Herring should be interviewing these guys, asking these questions. You got Andre Ward out here who really knows boxing. That's real
exactly.
content. Yeah, that's
why I
real
like
boxing.
Andre Ward.
Go ahead, man.
I was saying, yeah, that's why I like Andre Ward. You know, Gabriel Rosado and Amna Mara's got their own thing that they're doing too, and theirs is pretty good. I forget what they call it, but I've checked it out a few times. So like them and Andre Ward, you know, that's pretty cool to see. And then like, of course, there's some exceptions like Paulie Malignaggi. You know, he does be hating. But
Paulie Malignaggi damn well does know his boxing, bro. For sure.
Yeah, he do. But
when it comes to black people, he need to shut his fucking mouth. Like,
I know, right?
Yeah, just shut up, bro. If you ain't got, first of all, you ain't got, unless you black, which you probably are with your Sicilian ass, shut the fuck up. Leave niggas alone, okay? You know what I mean?
He said he about to do a bare knuckle fight.
Is he? Oh, good for him, man. That's crazy.
He said he about to do a 5-round bare knuckle fight, so he said he should be okay. I guess supposedly Ricky Hatton's supposed to come out of retirement too, or something. I was like, what? Like, what's Ricky doing?
Ricky,
you know.
Hey man, that snack is good.
It is. You know,
snack will get you young, bro.
I can't wait. Yeah, you know how them UK fans be singing that. Like he had his own theme song. He ain't even had to have walkout music because the whole stadium would get up and they sing that one song. You know, there's only one Ricky Hatton. They got it the same tune as that Winter Wonderland song.
Hey, Carnell Tanksley said Fanon Phoenix live fight call for Shakur. You want to call a fight for Shakur?
Nah, because I ain't gonna buy it. I canceled my DAZN, man. Hey, I was mad at DAZN too. Because when I hit the cancel, they was like, yeah, if you cancel today, then we're gonna charge you for the next month too, though. I was like, what? Hold on. I was upset. I put an expired credit card number in there so they couldn't charge me and deleted my main one. I was like, nah, I ain't about to pay for an extra month after I done, cancel this shit. Y'all crazy. Must be out your minds thinking they're gonna do that to me. So yeah. I ain't about to watch that.
It is a tax deduction.
Hey, I got Netflix, so I'm be watching that fight Friday.
Oh, I'll watch that. I can't wait. That's a great fight card. That is a great.
Oh yeah, definitely. So I'm excited for that. Alicia Baumgartner gonna be on there. We see Katie Taylor and Serrano. Hey, some of they like the chick Alicia Baumgartner fighting from Spain. That's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. But yeah, I've been going back looking at some of this Shakur footage, and yeah, my suspicions was right. It's very rare for him to be able to punch while moving backwards. Very rare. He either got to be coming forwards or standing and got his feet planted. And so, man, I don't know how he's going to be doing if he got to move backwards the whole time while having punches thrown at him. That's going to be a little bit different from Edwin De Los Santos because Edwin De Los Santos was pushing him back but wasn't throwing no punches. So, and that's going to be a difference right there. I know a lot of people still think that this fight going to look like Mayweather and Gotti. I'm like, hell no, because Shakur ain't done nothing at all that make me think he got anything that Pretty Boy Floyd got. Because, man, like, Pretty Boy Floyd was something else.
Yeah,
he was something else. I remember like
but you ain't got to be Pretty Boy. You ain't got to be Pretty Boy Floyd to be a great fighter, though.
Oh no, you don't. But you do have to have a certain level of dog in you, and it would help that if the dog in you is like a Rottweiler instead of like one of them purse puppies, and Shakur, the dog and him is one of them purse puppies. You know, they be the loudest. They be barking loudest. Like you ring the doorbell at the house, and they be barking and everything. Run up to the door like they about to, bite the intruder in the ankles and everything. So they see who it is, and then they crawl back in the purse, and they end up not doing nothing. So that's the type of dog that Shakur got in them. Because like man, since moving to 135. I have, like I said, I have not seen anything that indicates that he got any of what he had at 126 and 130. And that's just the way it is. Like the only way where he showed like even an inkling of that was against Padley, but it's against a guy that really couldn't do nothing to him because Padley had what only 2 knockouts in 15 fights or whatever at the time he
Yeah,
fought
man. But
Shakur.
look, you don't. Fahim Sator got you right on this. If you're not watching the fight, you got to watch the fight, bro, because you can't criticize him if you don't watch the fight.
Yes, I can because I can check out the highlights.
I cannot allow any take. I cannot allow any Shakur hate next week if you don't watch the fight now. You can't say what he did and he didn't do if you didn't watch it.
I'll see if somebody from the gym got it. I'll go ahead and I ain't about to pay.
He said, "I'm gonna go see if they played in the gym."
I'm gonna hit up some people from the gym. Like, hey, which one of y'all going?
It'll be up the next day.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because Turkey be putting them on his YouTube, so y'all can still watch it.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all can pay that.
I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not calling the fight. I'm gonna watch it off Turkey's YouTube page, bro.
Yeah, because they charge you 60 for it.
Or 90. I think if you buy 2 of them or some shit. I don't know.
Oh, I ain't about to do that.
It still don't make no sense. Why y'all acting like you got all the money in the world, but you still charging for the fucking pay-per-view? Like that doesn't make sense, man, to me.
True. The fact that they charging for the tickets at all, like, hey, they're gonna have to be giving out tickets to that fight life for free. Because
they are.
Man.
They are giving tickets for that. They are. They're giving away 1,000. I'm thinking they're giving thousands away.
They're gonna have to if they want anybody in there.
They got because it said they went to buy the local gyms and they were giving out at the gym. And ain't nobody buying
them. We got work to do.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's buying those tickets.
Hey, because everybody's gonna be interested in seeing the Serrano and Taylor fight the night before.
And that's free. I don't have to pay for that.
Yeah. So that's the thing, like
that's crazy.
They put themselves in a bad position with that because man, the fact that they had how you got one of the fighters like basically out there making your part look bad because it's like okay, nobody even knew who he was for real if they didn't put the caption on the video, so they probably think Hamza Shiraz was just some random ring interviewer asking people if they knew Edgar Berlanga. So like nobody knew it was him. Nobody know Berlanga in New York. People already have this thing in their head.
You know how many Berlangas there probably are in New York?
A lot.
A lot of Berlangas in New York City, bro. It's probably a lot of Berlangas there.
Yeah.
Nobody. Okay, you're fighting a nobody. The fuck am I wasting my time with you then?
Exactly, and that's the main event. So it's like we got a nobody against a semi-nobody, and then at the same time they got Shakur, and his name has been associated with Bourne since Edwin de los Santos. So they can't market that. Nobody knows who Cuello and Matias are outside of hardcore fans. So even trying to market them, it's like, yeah, well, these guys aren't championship level because we ain't never heard of them. So we don't care if it's exciting. It's not going to be champions, and they're probably going to be sloppy and uncoordinated because we don't know their names. Right? And then like we don't even know if the David Morrell fight going to happen because his opponent tested dirty, and they were talking about a 2-year ban on the dude. So I don't know if they got a replacement for Morrell or what's going to happen with that. So they got all them things working. See, this is something I was saying.
But that is a great fight. Puello and Matias, to give them that credit though, Puello and Matias first of all, it's a PBC fight. And number 2, that's a good ass fight right there. I'm looking forward to that.
How unfortunate is it for Turkey that two of his biggest cards recently had to be saved by PBC fighters with Puello and Matias, and then that Fatal Fury had to be saved by Rolly. You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, it did get saved by, or it got ruined by Rolly. Ooh, it got ruined by Rolly.
exactly. And that's why I want Shiraz and Shakur to lose because Turkey would be upset about that. You know, he already
Hey,
put out the tweet.
what award can we give Rolly Romero, man? Is he like the
Uh,
comeback fighter? Is he the comeback fighter of the year? What is he? Like, there needs to be something said about Rolly Romero, bro.
the most
Rolly Romero
underrated
is
fighter of the
even,
year.
bro. What do you say? Most
Most
underrated?
underrated.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
because man, you know, I've been saying it for a minute that Rolly is better than what people give him credit for. You know, I've been
Yeah.
saying that for a minute, and I've been saying that he knows his boxing too. Like people just get it confused because he don't look coordinated. And yeah, man, like it's the thing, you know, skill versus talent. You know, you can't measure somebody's skill or their knowledge of something based on whether or not they look as good as you believe it's supposed to look. Like that. That's just a false way and wrong way of looking at things. So
What?
yeah, man,
What's the wrong way to look at things?
that somebody might be unskilled just because they don't look as polished doing it as you believe they're supposed to
Oh,
look.
okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So yeah, that's the way I'm looking at it. But another thing, and I don't know if you know this, there, but like this year so far, has there been a turkey card that hasn't had some type of weird controversy? Like, you know, we seen what happened with Schofield and Dubois for that fight early on the Better Be Evan Bivol too. We've seen what happened with Fatal Fury with all the random stuff there, like the people not fighting and the ring card dudes. We, so we seeing like okay, we got David Morrell's fight in Jeopardy. We seeing all this stuff like their cards is falling apart, and it's like what's going on here? There's some funny business going on, or even like with Padley being a replacement, you know, and then Shakur breaking his hands again, or you know breaking his hand and he was supposed to fight Cordina. It's like all these turkey cards for like the last 8 months, like 8 or 9 months, they've had some type of weird thing where fights that people thought they was going to see, they end up not seeing. People pulling out mysterious illnesses, all people testing dirty now. Like, what's up? Oh, and then him telling Shiraz the scorecards and everything, and then Keyshawn Davis most recently, even though he was named a ring ambassador, and then we seen what happened with him. Like, what's going on with all these turkey cards, man? It's like that turkey money making it funny.
I don't know, man. It is a lot of funny business around them cards, though. Something's always kind of fucking up because he does crazy shit. What up, Ruben
Yeah,
Lake?
for sure. I got to run into this meeting. I got to, yeah, you know how it is. All that government employee shit.
I got you, brother. Thank you, man. Get
All
back.
right, man. Take it easy.
Yes, sir. Oh, the hate is always appreciated. I'm tired of boxing at this point, D-Ray. Then why are you here, man? Then why are you here, D-Ray? If you're upset, if you're sick of, I'm not sick of boxing. There's some great fucking fights going on this weekend. Matter of fact, if you're D-Ray, if you're sick of boxing, make sure you go and get rejuvenated by these women, this female card that they're putting on Netflix. I'm looking forward to that, man. That is a great card, bro. Very, very, very good card. It might be the greatest women's card ever. A lot of non-delusional older fans do not have Shakur blowing out Zepeda. I don't think he's gonna blow him out. I see him winning the fight. But I know Shakur tripping though. Like, I know he's tripping though. I don't get that. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Now the women are fighting. I support. Now the women are fighting. I support them. Yeah. I blame whippers. What is that? Jamal Charlo has the nastiest jab. Yeah. Look, as far as the jab, bro, I don't want to criticize people, but it's definitely room for conversation. If you put your opinion out there, I'll comment on the opinion. I don't think that you should ever rely on box. I don't think you should ever rely on CompuBox. I really don't. I don't think that you'd ever rely on CompuBox to judge how good a fighter is. You know what I mean? Like, you have to look at the effects of it, So, you know what I mean? You have to look at the effects of it. And I don't know, man. Is Gennady Golovkin retired yet? If Gennady Golovkin is really retired, if he's not, he's got one of the best jabs. And I don't even know how you can really distinguish between them because they've got some people with really nice jabs that like, shit, who got a nice jab? There's a bunch of people with nice jabs, man. Boxing, not Diddy, is due for some RICO charges. Boxing, no Diddy is due for some RICO charges. They already have them. Trust me. Alexander Hall, what up, man? Facts, I can't stand Pauline when he made Eastern Europe guys become the supreme fighter, no longer the black American. He had me mad. Yes, because he need to shut up, bro. First of all, because it's not true. And second of all, because you need to shut the fuck up. Because seriously, nobody asked you, Paulie. Okay, and our fighters are doing perfectly well. They get hated on by guys like you. And there were people hating on them before. But it is what it is. I ain't tripping on Paulie. Paulie. Hey, Paulie. Wasn't Paulie the traitor? What's the name? Paulie? I think no, was Paulie? Who was the? Give me a second. What the hell? Oh, hold on. One more second and I'm good. Victor, you think, oh, that's not for me. Hey, I saw Jamal Charlo knock out the world champion with a jab to the body. Yeah. Terrence Crawford's jab is not better than Jamal Charlo's jab. What did Ryan Norman say about Tank? He said some old hating ass shit. He said that Tank, something about when Tank, here, I'll play it. That was some hating shit is what he said.
Shakur Stevenson versus William Cepeda, Saturday night, Ring Magazine event. It's going to be incredible, New York. All right, Shakur Stevenson, what type of fighter is he? Exactly like Floyd Mayweather, okay? He knows how to box, beautiful footwork, stands up straight, shoulder roll, all that good stuff, right? Has a beautiful jab, right? Pop shots you with the right hand. Well, guess what? Floyd Mayweather lost against Jose Luis Castillo, which reminds me of William Cepeda, okay? But throws more punches. So think about this. Floyd, I believe, had brittle hands. Shakur Stevenson has brittle hands. If William Cepeda keeps coming forward, throws punches, is very careful with side-to-side movements with his head, keeps throwing that jab because this shell here cannot block a jab to save your life. Throw to the body, throw to the chest, pin him in the corner, and just keep throwing punches and bunches. William Cepeda has probably the best output in boxing. So I got William Cepeda by decision or even a stoppage against Shakur Stevenson. And I love Shakur Stevenson. He's a great guy, but Williams, my guy. See you guys Saturday night, New York, Ring Magazine. Let's go.
Still saying, well,
Oscar's out there snurking. The style, yeah, he called for a stoppage. That stoppage is wild as hell. Yeah, it is. Give me 1 second. Where we at? Yeah. What is this? I love the conversations you guys got going on. The Cardenas. What are the Cardenas talking about? Oh, okay, yeah. With Brian Norman, that's what I was looking for. I was looking for what Brian Norman said. I'll play what Brian Norman said.
Still saying.
Here you go.
Like, I heard one thing with Gervonta Davis broke 4 people noses in one day. I believe there was something like that. 4 sparring partners in one day. What if they was trash? We never speak on that part. What if they was trash? It don't matter. I can break anybody's nose. I'm trying to stay undefeated. A few ribs before. Man, I broke real fighter ribs in national tournaments. Nothing to hold against Gervonta Davis. I'm just saying, what if there was just bums? If you're sparring bums, of course you're gonna just kill them and stuff like that.
You know, he worked out down there. He trained down there in Atlanta. Have you ever had a chance to spar him?
I sparred him when I was 16 years old. He never came back to spar me again.
I sparred when I was 16 and never came back. Yes, he did, Brian. He came back twice. You sparred him twice. That's what your dad said, if I recall correctly. I like Brian, but his entire resume is suspect. And he's a champion, man. Brian Norman's on his way up. He's a young fighter. Young fighter. He's exactly where he's supposed to be. I ain't got no knocks on Brian Norman's career so far. Amos, volume punching, keep coming. Kerr got to endure an onslaught. Got him, hurt him to keep him off him. Can he? Yeah, Shakur can keep you off you, but they also think he's going to go to that body. Yep. Phoenix says that and say, yep, his dad said it was twice. Yeah, so you sparred him 2 times, not 1 time. You sparred him those times. By the way, thank you to everybody to support on Cat Super Chat Thursday. You know, we grinding through this boxing talk, so thank you to everybody that supports the channel, especially my guy, Mr. Tanksley, over here in that Cash App. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Excuse me. All right, cool. And as Martin just mentioned, that body was able. Yeah, it is. I hear you, Victor. Zepeda's just wings, punches, and never sets shit up. Not sure he has enough IQ to get the job done. You definitely got to give me Shakur in this fight. Anywho, podcast, can he do all that if he breaks his hand mid-fight, though? Because it happened in his last 2 to 3 fights. Well, if he says he has brittle hands, and I don't believe that Jose Luis Castillo lost to Mayweather Jr., even though people in Mayweather's camp are like, nah, we thought we lost that one. And Floyd got a gift decision. He didn't even get a draw. He got a gift decision. At least that's what they say. I'll go back and watch that shit again from the whole fight, though. Bama, Bama always hating. He has his ass whooping for him in the bag. What is that? Zepeda will be coming. Will keep coming, no problem. Yeah, he's gonna keep coming. I can't wait for the fight, man. I can't wait. Shout out to all the Tanksleys, the ones we treated me like family. Rochester, stand up. Shout out to the Tankleys, man. Floyd landed more clear shots. I went back and watched it. Fanon, one of the best in the new media. I'm not new media, buddy. Please don't call. Hey, I don't mean to call you buddy. Troy Hutch, I'm not new media. I am not the media. Please don't consider me to be the media, man. These dudes make big mistakes when they think I'm a media man. I'm not in the media. I am not in that media. And these cats keep making that mistake, bro, and it keeps really biting them in the ass. I'm not in the media. Is Boots Ennis going to duck Keith Thurman? There's no such thing as Micaiah. I don't think that there's any way, really, that Gervonta Ennis can duck Keith Thurman because they're not lined up to fight. Keith Thurman is at 154, and I think they're going to be there. It'd be great to see him fight. I would hate to see Keith Thurman get in there with Gervonta Ennis this fast, though. I like to see Keith Thurman YouTube channel. Hey, thank you. YouTube channels. Thank you. You say, Heather, you say, yeah, reject that title for 9. Yeah, I reject that. I got a bruise on my hand. People did that thing. What is that? They were just because the fight didn't look like it was one. Okay. Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, it was a good fight. What's up, man? Thank you, Ringside with LCD, brother. Thank you so much for your support, man. That means a lot, man. Thank you for checking me out, man. Thank you for hooking the brother up, too. Means a lot, man. Yeah, man. Brian Norman and this Devin Haney thing, man. Please, Brian Norman. I'm a fan of yours, Brian Norman. I'm a fan, bro. I am seriously inclined to be a big Brian Norman fan. Seriously, I want Brian Norman to do well, man. I want Brian Norman to spark out like 5-6 more dudes, man. Like, and I want him to get be a unified champion. I want him to do really, really well, bro. But just please look at how Errol Spence Jr. acts. Look at how Errol acts. Copy what Errol does. You can do a little more. Errol's always talking. But man, it's just much more likable situation, bro. That's why more people like Errol Spence than they like Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford is a terrific fighter, gets knockouts, but Terrence is an asshole. So it's very hard to get behind Terrence and want Terrence to do well, even though you really know that he is a great fighter. Any Hoop President podcast, what the hell am I saying? Any Hoop podcast said, I never respected Keith for ducking Spence. I strongly dislike him. Yeah, that was not a good move. That was a dumb move on the part of Keith Thurman. But at the time, hey man, Errol Spence was streaking. And yeah, he did block him off, man. No matter what Norman says, as long as he beats Devin, exactly. Plus, I need you to knock out Devin. Like, I need you to knock him out, Brian Norman. I'm in your corner, bro. I'm telling you, I so much want Devin Haney to get his ass knocked out by Brian Norman. I don't know what to do. I am sick of Bill Haney, and knocking out Devin Haney will get Bill Haney out of the media. and then he can get back in the streets where he thinks he's from. And then when we see you in the streets, nigga, you know what's up. So I certainly hope he knocks your son out cold, Bill. I hope he knocks your son out cold. I ain't lying, bro. That's how bad I think of those Haneys. That's how bad they are for boxing, bro. They are terrible for boxing. Send that nigga to the shadow realm. All of that shit. I want to see. I see him. I just want to see him slump him, bro. I just want to see him. I just want to see him slumped. So once you get slumped, I'm gonna look over at Bill, and Bill's gonna be disappointed in Devin, and then he's gonna try to buy the fight. So, but look, Brian Norman Jr., you got to do something for me, man. For the entire month of the fight, keep your eye on Devin Haney's little brother. Keep your eye on Devin Haney's little brother, okay? Make sure you don't get no supplements from nowhere. Get yourself tested daily on your own. And make sure they don't slip some shit in there, dog. You got to make sure they don't slip nothing in you, man, okay? Don't drink no water from nobody else. Get your toothpaste. I'm telling you, your toothpaste, you need to lock your toothpaste in a container. Like, you need a lock and key combination to your toothpaste. All of your toiletries should be in a safe. And you take it out, and you take it out, you brush your teeth, and you put it back in the safe. Okay? All right? You make sure that your chairs, you wipe down your chairs, like you sit in a room, you got to have your whole crew wipe the chairs down with like vodka. You pour vodka on it, scrub it, burn it off, some disinfectant for anything you sit in, okay? Because if they touch you, that clear, they can put that clear on you. You got to make sure Victor Conti can't get that clear nowhere near you, bro. I'm trying to say, don't shake his hand, don't touch him, don't take no water from him. Don't do none of that, bro, because after you whoop their ass, you're going to pop dirty, okay? After you got to make sure, Brian, that you don't pop dirty after you whoop his ass, okay? Because you know damn well. I'm telling you, man, if you ain't got no disinfectant, grab some vodka. Pour that shit on there. You got to do something to get that crystal. You got to get that clear. You got to get that cream away from you, and you got to get that clear away from you. Because if he wipes that clear on you, touches you with that clear, and he can pay anybody to do it. You never know where they're going to come from, too. Because Bill thinks he's a street nigga that can get access to people to do things like that. Just like they think they can turn their positive tests into negative tests in the testing center. Oh, guess what happened? You can test positive, and they can change the sample in the testing facility. In the testing facility. Yeah, we got the tech. We got the tech to get it in that bottle. Did you know that bottles breathe? Hey, man, did you know that glass breathes? glass breathes. I found out because there's like this. I was drinking out of this thin glass, and I noticed when I poured something in cool, the outside of the glass got wet. So it's almost like the water could permeate the glass to a degree. So what if you took that bottle and you just dumped it in a solution and you let that sit in a solution that had steroids in it? I wonder if there's any permeation that could take place between that bottle, that collecting bottle, and the outside of that cabinet. I wonder if you could do that. Really wonder if you could do that. If you gave somebody a bottle, a testing bottle, but it was a permeable one. It's slightly permeable. So just rubbing it on the outside of the bottle could change the outcome of that test. That's why I don't think VADA should be allowed to collect samples. WADA shouldn't be able to collect. I don't know how you're going to work around the fact that you can get. Exactly. I wouldn't trust none of them. Don't trust nobody. They'll pay somebody off to get you a positive test. I don't believe, and this is somebody that I'm a fairly mystical person. I don't think his son is Rasputin. Okay. I don't think his son is Miss Chloe. I think that his son knew that they planted that shit on Ryan Garcia. The most logical explanation for him saying something told me, Allah told me that he's going to test positive. Allah should have told you to shut the fuck up and not say that on tape, because nobody's going to believe it and everybody's going to be looking at this shit and saying, hold on, man, how did you know he was going to pop dirty a week ahead of time? Because niggas is running around talking about he's going to test positive. Huh? So I'm trying to tell you, man, like, yeah, Allah could have told you that, but Allah should have told you to shut the fuck up and not say it out loud. Yeah, exactly. The nigga think he missed Chloe and shit. So, yeah, you better watch it, bro. Bill Haney is accused of buying fights, buying wins for his son. And, dude, it doesn't make any sense that his son would know that Ryan was going to pop dirty before it even happened. And Ryan is insistent that he didn't do it. But, you know, it is what it is, man. What's going on with the Gervonta and Lamont Roach? I think it's going to get announced, but people are trying to throw doubt on it and act like it may or may not take place. That's what's going on. They already look for excuses. So did you see the Devin's tweet saying Yafai is damaged now? But in reference, he was adding himself into being damaged goods too. Devin is definitely damaged goods. Taught my brother. Thanks, my brother, telling the truth, all facts. Thank you, Paul Johnson. Thank you, sir. They tried to fool somebody. The video looked fake. They made sure they highlighted the date. What are you talking about? Oh, Devin's. Oh, yeah. The fortune teller. Look, man, I can tell the fortunes. You want me to tell some fortunes? I'll tell you somebody's fortune. I'm going to get Bill Haney. I'm going to get you, dude. You know I'm going to get you, nigga. You know I'm going to get you. You know I'm going to get you, dog. Bill, you know I'm going to get you, right? You know I'm going to get you. Bill, you know I'm going to get you. Bill, you know I'm going to get you, right? You know I'm going to get you. I made it my purpose to get you, nigga. I'm going to get you. I stay here on this channel to get your ass, nigga. I'm going to get you, boy. Sean, the tarot card reading champion of House Haney. Yeah, that nigga, they more than likely they planted that shit on him, man. Yeah, I agree, Paul Johnson. I want to see Tank knock out Roach and at least one Errol Spence Jr. to have one more successful fight. I might be done with boxing. Hey, Fanon, did you see all that acne on Brian Norman's chest? He gonna murder that. Oh, shit. Is it on his chest or on his back? No. Does Brian Norman Jr. got acne back, bro? Does he got acne back? I haven't seen. He got back knee. Fiend, he had back knee. He has back knee. Oh, please don't have no back knee. I don't trust back knee, bro. I don't trust back knee, dog. I ain't gonna lie, dog. I don't trust back knee. That Huey Fury back, I don't trust that. I don't trust back knee. I don't trust, because who got back knee? Caleb Plant got some serious back knee, bro. Caleb Plant got some back knee, bro. Some big time back knee. Big time back knee. Yeah, man, no joke. The king of back knee is Huey Nasty Ass Fury. Oogly Fury. Woo-wee. If they back footing like Rocky Road test, what is it? Bud have 85% of the boxing world fooled. Man, they are trying to sucker. I don't know what they're doing it for. This is stupid. Turkey just like to party and waste money. Just Jesus, man. You just partying and wasting money, man. Caleb Platt got Batney and got beat up by Resendez. Shit hurt me. Yeah, he did. And I can't wait. I'm looking forward to seeing Resendez fight again, man. He's a tough guy. Kind of reminds me of Brian Mendoza. Oh, Cardenas said, read the other messages. Okay, what? Lee Cardenas. Nobody else paid attention to that. The Cardenas. I guess Devin going to pull a Crawford. Bud have 4 KOs in 140, move to 147, and have 11 of them. Oh, Ninja said the clear. Oh, yeah, they're going to rub that clear on your ass, man. For now, they said they wasn't tested and found out the day before that they were getting tested. And Brian Norman Jr. manager said, hey, Dev, got tested. But why Brian Norman Jr. was the one fighting? Hold on. Fanon, they said they wasn't testing and found out a day before that they were getting tested. And Brian Norman Jr.'s manager said, hey, Dev got tested. Why, if Brian Norman Jr. was the one fighting? I don't understand. You got to write that better. I don't get that. Snack been chasing losses, been catching losses since Victor got sick. Ooh, I made that nigga sick. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Sometimes I think I made Victor Conti sick. That nigga got sick right after he talked crazy to me. That nigga talk. I couldn't believe it when I read what he wrote about me. You think talking about me? Like, man, you must be out your mind, Victor. I'm trying to tell you, man, you done blown too many horns, nigga. They should have taken their own bed linen and towels to the hotel. That clear can be sprayed on those sheets and pillows. Yeah, man. Yep. Oh, Thomas Hill said, yep, that's why condensation happens. Yeah, it's permeable. That shit's permeable. So you're picking up these bottles in permeable bottles? Permeable bottles? No, our glass is not permeable. Nah, dog, I think I can get some shit in there if I just dump that shit in a bunch of water. If I just dump it in there and sit it in there, something's going to get up in there, dog. There's got to be some way to get that in there through the glass and through the plastic. It's just like if you could just dip it on there and somehow it just had enough so that it could mix with the water that condenses. That would be an interesting way to see if you could taint sources like that. People want us to believe Ryan taking PEDs took away Devin's boxing IQ, and not taking PEDs gave Raleigh boxing IQ. Yeah, you know, they got to say what they got to say, man. They got to say what they got to say. But look, man, I'm going to get up out of here a little early today. Thank you guys so much for your support, man. Hold on. People want us to believe. Okay, I did that. Yeah. But anyway, man, much love to everybody in the chat, everybody in the super chat. Thank y'all for y'all support today. But I'm about to get up out of here. And y'all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Deuces.